fact that the Koch brothers have promised to spend upwards of $900 million in the 2016 election cycle. What are your thoughts on publicly financing elections as an alternative, or as a way to combat the increasing perception that elections are bought and sold by a handful of billionaire donors?
Well, it's the key question in American politics, and unfortunately, it can't be answered with the solution that you mentioned. But let me talk a little bit about that. With the Citizens United case, in terms of how you can participate in a campaign, there are two different regulatory funnels. One is statute, how we define things by statute. In a regular political campaign, or in our exploratory committee, the maximum anyone can give us is $2,700. There are campaign limitations. But what happened with the Citizens United case with the Supreme Court is they said that their decision was, if you're exercising your First Amendment right of free speech and you're not directly tying it to a candidate, then there's no limit you can spend because of the First Amendment. So you can't give a political campaign any more than $2,700, but you can go over and write a $27 million check. And the super PACs are in danger of corrupting the American political system. That is a fact. And you will see Democrats and Republicans upwards of 80% agreeing on that. With respect to public finance of campaigns, I think we have to find something along those lines, but it's not going to address the issue of the First Amendment decisions by the Supreme Court. The key words in the Citizens United case, and I have read the case, are independent activity. You know, if the activity is independent from directly from a political campaign, then they supposedly can do whatever they want, and that's both parties. Both parties are doing this. I am not taking part in the super PACs. And one thing I have said is, if you hear a candidate say that they are opposed to super PACs and they'll try to change it after they're elected, my view is, if you think this is ethically a bad thing for the country, don't participate. If there were statute that could further define campaigns in the manner you're talking about, I think it would be helpful in terms of direct campaign financing. But I'm also a big believer in the First Amendment. We just have to give a proper explanation of what independent activity is.
Let's just take one more question if we can.